I know I'm probably late to the party, but as the beta has ended recently, here it is and I gotta say it now. Another year and another Call of Duty game has come again, faithfully, bringing its wonderful joy to the entire gaming community. So you think. This game, when I played the beta, multiplayer-wise, it's not too bad. They added in specialists, as you can see in this small little clip, that actually do change up the game a little bit. And I'm not really here to really, bad on and explain every little feature of the game. I'm more here to basically tell you my entire experience from, the first day that I played it to the end. And let me tell you, the first day I played it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't a horrible beta, but, I feel like it's really poorly misguided in a way of putting it. I mean, there are so many cool ideas they added in that could have been, surely refined, but again, it's just a beta. Like, this scene, like this clip right here, you can see that I make my own gun skin. That's the idea of a really cool little modification to actually add on to the game that actually makes it a little different. But, by no means is it game-changing. As you can see, I'm playing as a very specific character called the Battery, which is a specialist that has her own special skills. Now, what made this character very unique along with all the other specialists is if, these characters actually had specific perks. Like the 3 sets that are blue, green, and red. But, that didn't happen. With the character Outrider, which you'll be seeing some gameplay very shortly of, I wish they had, added in some type of sniper capability type of skills, because she's mainly a sniper kind of character, because she uses a sparrow bow. But going on to gameplay-wise, the game, of course, feels exactly the same as past Call of Duties. There really isn't that much, there doesn't really that much to really write home about, in a way of putting about it, while talking about it, but it's, like I said, it's the same exact, game that it's been for the past, 5 years. And, as you would know, it's really not that different from, past Call of Duties. It's the same cookie cutter gameplay where, you run here and there, you shoot a couple bad guys, and basically you level up. But, this time you level up your guns, your character, and, not the class entirely. You just level up individual pieces of gear. But, gameplay-wise, it's smooth and responsive, like you would think a Call of Duty would be. Call of Duty multiplayer experience would be, even though it's the same repackaged garbage we've had, forever now. But, by all means, it's not horrible. It falls vaguely in the middle of good and bad. The gameplay is, as you would expect. It's simple and easy to pick up for really any, new player really come across. But if you're into, say, Battlefield, then go and play Battlefield, because that's what I would strongly recommend right about now is Battlefield 4, or even if I say it, Battlefield Hardline. Because at first when I had my first couple, moments of playing, it was, somewhat exhilarating to jump around like a goddamn, copy of Kobe. But, it's not. It's dull and repetitive after a while. Yes, every gun has a very specific, sound effect that makes it feel like you're powerful and all, but that really doesn't do much when accuracy and skill go right out the window of this gun that I'm holding right now. Of course, it only works at close range, but even other guns, which you've seen that you may use and you don't, really kill anybody with, they don't work with me. But other players can really use them. But, in a way of putting it, it's just dull and repetitive, the gameplay. It's really poorly managed. Now, I'm not going to really talk much about the gameplay now, but I do want to say this. With the specialist, I already talked about how, these characters don't have, specific perks. The one thing that really bothers me the most, and even my friend who's actually playing this on the Xbox One now, he even feels the same, is that we should have some type of character customization for these specialists. I know they're very different from, every specialist, and you should make them their own. It'd be cool if we had our own perks, but why do we all have to look exactly the same if we change the exact same, character? The Prophet character seriously looks like Morpheus from Matrix. The Outrider looks like some stereotypical, loyal assassin from Assassin's Creed. Fucking Ruin looks like a member of Avenged Sevenfold, and Battery looks like Miley Cyrus. Give us some, type of character customization, but again, it's a beta, so it might come in the full release. But, the one thing I do need to say about this game, overall, that a lot of people say about this game, even down to its multiplayer, not even just from the gameplay's perspective, is the graphics. Now, when I first played it, I was like, visually, this is my exact response to the graphics. Visually, the game isn't too bad, But what do you expect from an engine that's 20 years old? An engine older than its player, maybe. Unless you're around when you played Quake, then fine, you're on the same playing field. But it's 20 years old, and, you know, of all the work they've put into actually making the game look appealing, you know, it is surprising to see for a 20-year-old engine, but come on now. This is just downright ludicrous. Try a different engine right about now. Because, I mean, I have seen some small texture issues here and there, not because of the PlayStation 4, but, you know, it's just, like, bandwidth issues as well. But, you know, again, it's a beta. But that's really all I gotta say, mainly, like, you know, gameplay-wise and visually. My biggest pet peeve, though, about this game, well, is the game entirely. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, what do you mean? You just said, like, all these, you know, clear responses to, you know, certain issues of the game. So, how do I stand on the entire game? It's the same thing. Like I said, it is the same exact thing it's been for the past 5 or maybe now 10 years. I think at least 10 years, because I've been playing this, like, since I was, like, I don't know, 8 years old, and I'm 16 now, so probably, like, you know, roughly, like, 6 years, I don't know. But it's dull and repetitive, and by now, I've really run out of patience with this. I feel like, you know, every player that's played Five Nights at Freddy's since it came out, you know, last year, is that how, you know, the 4th game coming, you know, there's really some room for improvement and change. Now, with the 4th game, it tried to, you know, have some sort of change, but this, there's no change. Here's always the same quick, old, uncanny deaths, like this, where I could not even see the guy while I was reloading. And, you know, some of the most overpowered guns, like this one I'm holding right now, called the Haymaker. This gun in the game is so overpowered, it's just ludicrous. Actually, it's not even the definition of ludicrous, it's just goddamn bullshit. Look at this, I'm just chopping people down in a few shots, and it's a fully automatic shotgun. I should just call it the freaking buckshot wall. Because that's what it really is, it's a freaking wall of buckshot, and overall, it's just unfair in gameplay. I mean, I've died from this gun a couple times, because it's just so goddamn annoying. If you're at medium range, just spray and pray with this thing, and you win. Mainly, this gun suffers from, well, not the gun, but the game suffers from freaking, you know, horrible, you know, gun choices, and also, you know, damage output, and just mediocre ways to die. I mean, seriously, with this clip coming up, watch this. Look, I slide in this guy's DMs, bam, in the ass. Another slide, bam, in the ass. And then when I jump over here, you know, oh, I missed, but there's a guy behind me and is able to shoot me in a few shots in the back. Now, it sounds like a major complaint, but it sounds like a minor complaint in my opinion for most people. It may sound like a minor complaint for most people, but it's a major complaint for me, because, I mean, if you play Battlefield, it takes a while for you to die. Unless you're playing hardcore mode, where it's almost like Call of Duty, but, you know, at least you have an even chance in Battlefield. And yes, I'm comparing a good game to this game. Kind of funny, right? Is how, you know, in Battlefield you have a fair chance of actually fighting, and we're not always at the same odds. But, you know, in any game you're always at the same odds, but this game is just ludicrous. I mean, if I tend to shoot somebody, I wish to kill them, but if they shoot me in like a few shots with the same gun that I can't kill them with, it makes no sense. I mean, literally, I shot somebody with this handgun, like, literally, I shot him in the head like 3 times in order for him to die. A headshot takes 3 shots to kill him. Let that sink in. This is overall kind of a really sloppily managed, you know, beta, and it's probably going to be the same on release, and I can't really say much about it. But, you know, that's all I gotta really say about this beta, and if you think I should add any other input down in the comments, please let me know. So, I'm going to end this video if you see, well, with this awesome final kill cam, and I wish to say thank you all for watching, like Bullworth graduates, and make sure to like my channel. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.